Y'all ready for it or not?
On a quest for English.
Y'all ready for this?
All right.
Welcome back, everybody,
It's real though.
to episode 2, part of the night 2 of Blades and Pepper Shakers.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
With emphasis on pepper shakers.
Mhm.
And this episode of Defenders of Kobold is brought to you by Chemicor's new Diet Zing! Cola. Enjoy the same great taste and unlimited psycho-spiritual potential as your favorite beverage, but now with no sugar, no calories, no fear, no pain, no regrets, no retreat, no surrender, and no one on earth who can oppose your will. Diet Zing! Cola. No one will ever stand in your way again. Disclaimer, Chemicor is not responsible for any legal or funerary cost incurred as a result of consuming Diet Zing! Cola.
That's beautiful.
Terrifying as usual.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. We just need to get Braig the Brash some Diet Zing.
It's not even the content.
Exclamation point.
It's
Exclamation
passion
point.
of the delivery.
It's funeral costs, man. That's the only thing worth getting out of. Like,
Right.
getting sued's nowhere near that funeral cost.
No, you... Yeah, I mean, the number of funerary costs incurred as a result of drinking any Zing product is...
We can't talk about that due to
current legal
proceedings.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've already said too much.
You know what we can talk about, though?
Well, I believe it has something to do with some dice, doesn't it?
LibrisArcana.com, our wonderful, fantastic, sometimes sensually wonderful sponsor. You can go to LibrisArcana.com, sign up for a monthly or quarterly dice subscription service, and when you do, use discount code Kobold at checkout to get 20% off your first purchase. In fact, we have a good number of sets that Eddie and Dan
Yeah, I got 6.
have picked up from LibrisArcana.com.
So far, I need to get another one.
They use discount code Kobold at
I
checkout.
sure did. That saved some
Pretty
money.
high quality
Yep.
dice.
And normally they roll pretty hot for me, so.
I have a nat 20 tonight already.
Nice.
Yeah.
Courtesy of some Libris Arcana dice. So there you go.
And
Buy
I bet-
Libris Arcana dice, get nat 20s.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah. I was not using Libris Arcana dice, and he was, so...
There you go.
That's
You should scooch over
clearly
a little
what it
bit
was.
towards Eddie. You can see where...
Just a little too
All right.
close to each other.
A little
So-
too friendly.
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
time when we left
almost
off.
like- know
I need
each
that
other.
Old Spice.
A little too
Yeah.
intimate.
Or the pepper shaker.
That's right.
So when we left off,
Pepper.
you guys met up in town, found a horse coming back from the woods.
With no
that
name.
we didn't know
Was
its
a part.
name.
Well, I
Did not know its
found the
name.
name.
Horse underscore with underscore no underscore name.
Yeah.
It was some sort of name sound.
XX420.
Stopped running.
Oh no, at least
He
it's
is at
not a
your
dot
front
MSI.
And now.
But yeah, found a horse that came back with still part of the carriage on it, and it was part of the first party that left on the way to aid Belrin, the next town over. You guys quickly geared up and decided to set off to not only find out what happened with it, but to also hopefully get to Belrin and see what's going on there too, and offer your support.
Yep.
And currently made it past the first river, and it's getting kind of close to the end of the day
Mm-hmm.
on your first day of travel.
Guys, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, let's get the fuck out of here.
You didn't spend a
There's lot
whole
wrong
lot of
with
time
that, but let's do it.
searching. Like, it didn't set you back a whole lot searching through that area, so you're still kind of on track for your pace, about where you should be for the first day. You know that there's another full day's travel, and after that, there will be close towards the end of the day that you should be winding up on Belrin. So, coming up to nighttime, I believe. Do half elves still have that benefit where you don't have to sleep full, or is it only full elves?
Only... I can't be put to sleep by magical means.
Oh,
I
you,
mean, could
you
you
still
do
have that
that?
effect.
The trance thing.
You can't
But I do have to
transfer.
actually sleep.
Okay.
Just ambient.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Once I get another Eldritch Invocation, though, I won't have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Consorting with Dark Powers provides fantastic benefits.
What kind of warlock are you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, okay.
She kind of does the bad things.
I'm kind of throwing a weary eye their direction. It's not the first time today.
Yeah. No. So, nothing else really eventful happens throughout your traveling, there hasn't been any other rivers or anything going into the first night.
No broken horses.
Setting up camp. Yeah, no broken horses, no more broken carriages. You don't see anything.
Our horses died of dysentery.
You see there's kind of just like normal tracks.
You eat the horse.
You're actually you're kind of able to tell that there has been like movement through this area recently, but kind of in line with what you're expecting for that first party that went out.
It seems like the movement's primarily that way.
Yeah.
Was
From
it
what
a
you can
bowel
tell.
movement?
Hopefully not.
Those are further
sure.
down the road.
Yeah.
Many of them.
Go full Dr. Malcolm and just be like, that is a giant pile of shit.
Is that berries? Tapeworm?
So
Dropping
night falls. Is anyone taking watch or anything? Is there any sort of rotation you guys want to do throughout the night, or kind of everyone camp out? And...
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
What's the deal with exhaustion? Staying awake all night, I guess.
You take 1 point of exhaustion for every long rest you miss. I'm definitely playing with exhaustion's rules because that is one of the least used and one of the best systems, in my opinion, in this edition.
I don't like getting tired.
Yeah, it's very realistic consequence for overexerting, and
I actually don't know what the
stuff.
consequences are for exhaustion in this game.
they ramp up. I think the first is
Disadvantage on ability checks.
yeah.
Okay,
Then-
so yeah, I'll definitely be going to sleep. At some
That
point.
right there is also not good.
Yeah,
and
I'm
it takes
sleeping.
yeah.
I make a little tent for myself.
Mhm.
I use my minor illusion to make my little, noise generator. Get a little lightning or thunderstorm going.
Get
gently
some
in the
nice white
background.
noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Some nice 1 hour Blade Runner atmosphere mix.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some lo-fi beats.
To relax and study too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I go to sleep
The
in my
sound
tent.
of rain
An
and neon
obnoxiously
lights.
short looping GIF.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just low buzz.
All right.
yeah. I'll probably take first watch or something, and then CP2.
All right, you take the first watch, I'll take the second.
Because I'm not really good at watching, especially in the dark, so...
I'm really good at watching, especially in the dark, so I'll take the second watch.
Okay. That's fair.
Yes.
I'm just a sneaky boy, so I'm gonna stealth.
Mm-hmm. You do that. Are you stealthing like in the camp, or are you going to be outside of it at all? Or
Probably a little bit outside, just kind of moving
Okay.
around.
okay.
It's a 14, so it's not very good.
Too old. There's no coffee in this universe. It's only beans of alertness.
Yeah.
Beads. Yeah, and you don't brew them. You actually just put them in your mouth and chew them.
Yeah,
raw.
you
It's
chew
very unpleasant,
Yeah.
but it is effective.
Yeah. There's no chocolate coating in this world.
No chocolate coating. Not enough in this world, anyway.
All right. So
Chew the bean.
first shift goes through.
Yield zing
Sunsets.
with an E at the end of it.
Oh no. But you don't really notice anything other than it seems oddly quiet. Like you think there should be a lot more kind of natural
Nature
sounds going
sounds.
on. Yeah.
Other than his nature sounds.
You
The
don't
ones
really
that he's masking, the absence of nature
Yeah.
that he's masking with
like. You
his
hear
own
some
natural-
insects and things. But that's about it. You don't really hear a lot of like birds or anything going on.
They don't tend to chirp a lot at night.
No, but you haven't throughout the whole day.
Oh,
either.
throughout the whole day. Okay.
Mhm. You're just kind of now thinking back on that. You're
Just
like,
generally
it hasn't really.
reduced nature.
Yeah, it's should be a lot louder. You think, and but nothing too eventful goes on. You don't hear anything. Don't notice anything.
That's my
I imagine you're
favorite.
kind of scanning.
I'm just kind of sitting near a fire, just kind of half resting, just kind of half meditating.
Mhm.
I'm snoring loud enough that even if somebody was barging into our camp, you wouldn't hear it.
Yeah.
Are you where are you laying snoring?
Probably about 1 foot with my head away from the fire. Just
Oh, yeah, Chuck, we need
So
to open the window
occasionally-
back up so we can get more
So
outside
so
sounds.
I'm
Oh,
sitting
yeah.
carefully by the
Yeah.
fire trying
We
to
can pipe in
meditate,
some
and
nature
occasionally
naturally.
There we
Tharin's
go.
just
Except I
snaring
think that
loud
might be
enough
a
that I
short
kind of
Yeah.
open one eye and look over at him for a minute, make sure he's still breathing. And
Sounds
kinda go
reminiscent
back
of
to my
like a
bed.
Every time he
garbage
breathes out,
disposal,
the
it's
fire
like-
just kind of goes.
Yeah, it just kind of blows a little bit.
Yeah,
No, the sleep apnea is real.
yeah.
They're like, God, he's
So, yeah, wherever
It's
he
like a
sleeps,
garbage
I'm sleeping
disposal with
somewhere
some like really thick food stuck in it. You know.
So I reach over and there's somebody's. I finally get tired of listening to his snoring so much and watching him toss and turn, not able to sleep. I find somebody's kind of pouch, just kind of leather pouch with odds and ends, clothing and stuff in it, and kind of reach over and just sort of shove it under his neck to prop his head up a little bit. Kind of carefully cross my legs and sit back down and go back to my meditation.
You do so. Sleep is slightly less annoying.
She's just slightly quieter.
Yeah.
decibel level
Largely.
reduced by 20%.
Yeah.
I give it a few minutes. I reach over, grab another article of clothing, kind of start twisting it into a robe shape.
Yeah.
Kind of lean over a little bit. And then
Like, that pouch isn't doing any good. You need a pillow. Right over it.
I'm kind of holding it real tight with both hands, and I'm thinking about it, and then no, I kind of shake it off and sort of toss it aside and go back to my meditation.
Nostalgic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All
You
right.
could fix all of our sleeping problems right now.
Yeah, I could.
So your shift ends. You didn't notice anything going on throughout the night. You imagine you wake up. Jake, Rotham.
Yes. Rotham.
Okay.
I'll use my message to do it though.
Oh. All right.
Because why?
Because why not? It's a cantrip.
You wake up to what sounds like a ghostly voice in your ear.
Yes, master? What?
What?
Wait, that's not you. Hold on.
Wait, wrong number.
You can't respond, so
Yeah. All right.
your
You
turn.
wake up, switch out. It's pitch black. It's still very quiet.
I have dark vision up to 120 feet.
Up to 120 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Good to know.
Because the master has gifted me with sight.
Oh.
I have dark vision too, but not,
Not fancy dark vision.
Yeah.
I have the fanciest of dark vision. I can
Does
see
that give you
through.
any?
You hold your pinkies out while you're looking with those eyes.
Oh, absolutely. Just,
Mm-hmm.
Helps.
I
Does
can
that
see
give
through
you,
magical
Does
darkness.
it give you any disadvantage during the day, or is it just a benefit?
No, they don't.
It's not like the
Not unless
dark
you're
elf.
very specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start your shift. You being able to see a little bit better. Pick up on some movement at the very, very farthest left peripheral of your vision.
I'll get my
And this is probably about 3 hours into it.
I'll get my ass whooping stick, cast Shillelagh on it, and go over to investigate.
Okay. You stand up.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take a horse.
It seemed to be.
It is a horse.
Oh God, it's a horse! I'm outnumbered.
It's probably a good 60-ish feet away from the camp that you saw it. That you estimate. It's kind of hard to see. You feel like something moving over there. Turn. You don't see anything looking straight at it. You're just walking out there, trying to see what.
Yeah, I'll walk out there, but I'll also, every 4 or 5 steps, I'll also look back to the camp to make sure nothing's being fucky.
Okay. Yeah. You turn around every so often. You still see a little bit of the light from that. It doesn't seem like anything's blocking it. And
Is he the only one that heard the ghostly voice, or is it all of us?
Well, he's the only person awake.
yeah, he's the only one that heard it, and you just heard it from his message spell.
That's what it's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So he was
Alright.
waking him up for his shift using.
I was being quiet
Mhm.
to respect everybody else's sleep.
Yeah.
You're being shisty, is what you were doing.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Shifty goddamn wizards.
Mm-hmm.
So you make it out. You're probably about 45 feet out from the camp, and you're turning around every so often, look behind you. And it's once you pass 45 feet or so, and you're getting pretty close to where you should be able to see wherever something was. And you look around to check behind you, and you don't see the light of the campfire anymore.
Well, then I'm bolting back as fast as I can.
All right. You start bolting back, and you abruptly hit something.
Oh, frick.
Hopefully his oof awakens us.
Let's see. Oh shit. Message. How far? 120 feet. Yeah. I'm gonna try to message the wizard. Do I have to see him though?
I don't think so.
I don't know how it works. I think you just have to know them,
You
Point
also
your finger at the creature.
but I'm not sure exactly how that's.
If you have to point your finger at him, you have to know what direction it is.
I said
Just
I can point a
toward.
finger toward him. So yeah, I'll take a step back, point outwards, and I'll say, "Awaken, wizard! There's danger afoot."
Yes, the wizard will save you.
If
So you yell that to
well, he's
to him,
messaging it.
Yeah, I'm gonna message it to him.
him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now what I can do is I can start messaging everybody else,
Mhm.
and we can quietly rouse the party.
All right.
Except for Braig, who will
Probably be very
who will
loud.
quietly rouse, and that's the problem.
So you step back a little bit and you put out your finger. You start making that, and you notice the thing that you ran into resembles almost like a humanoid-like shape. It's even though you have dark vision, it's hard to make any features out of it. Because I believe dark vision, you can't see any color or anything. It's just grayscale.
Yeah, it's all black and white.
Is it black and white or infrared?
No, they don't do infrared anymore.
Okay.
Just black and white.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that'd
that
be
was
swag.
Yeah.
I'm,
You cannot discern color, only shades of gray.
okay. I'm getting it from the books a little too much there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's one of those Area 51 boys.
Oh no.
No shit. It's too soon.
Hey, LeMayo.
Just
We're
going
not
for your
supposed to
area
be here for
51.
a couple more weeks yet.
Oh no. But yeah, you see a shape that resembles a humanoid figure that didn't seem to budge at all when you ran into it.
Into it.
Yeah. Seems to be pretty tall too.
He's a tall boy. He's a thick boy.
Point at him.
It's probably some sort of wagon squishing thing.
Beware of big feet.
Mhm.
I'll try.
What you standing for there, Gregor?
I'll just go ahead and I'll say, "Greetings, creature."
Did his message come over? to me?
Yeah, you heard it. You're able to start waking up.
Okay. I'll be
Okay.
messaging people.
I'll let him get this off, and then it'll be your turn.
Okay.
So you say greetings.
Yeah.
Or
Greetings, creature.
you hear kind of a low hum, and
I'm not getting
See.
less scared.
yeah, no. You hear a low hum that kind of sounds like it's coming from above you, and two eyes seem to open up a little bit. They're not like glowing or anything, but you're able to catch that they're picking up on light a little bit.
They're maybe wet, reflective.
Yeah,
They're big eyes.
enough that you
Good
can discern
squishy
them
bits.
through
They're
it.
taking a lot of light.
Enough that I can see they are eyes.
Long exposure eyes.
Yeah, that shutter's wide open.
Just hear night vision goggles. Whee!
Oh fuck, giant Sam Fisher.
Oh no!
Oh no, you're fucked.
We're all screwed.
Yeah.
The sticky cam bounces off my head.
It's the size of your head also. It's also
And-
gigantic.
It reaches out towards you.
Shake its
What do
hand.
you do?
Shake its hand or get shook by its hand.
Yeah, I don't think I want to shake that buddy's hand.
Watch out, Jim. It's a Hummer.
So am I able to get away?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try to juke around it to head back to
You're
camp.
going to try and resist. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a dex.
Oh boy.
Does it yell resistance is futile?
Futile to resist us.
Oh, for God's
You need
sake.
to stop with that dice.
I need
You
a
need to buy some
subscription.
new dice.
I need a subscription at LibrisArcana.com.
Perhaps
Oh, boy.
you need some new dice.
And Jake has been pounding the ground with one swift move like a tent stake.
I need a revolver with just one bullet.
Oh, man.
This will solve most of my problems.
Area with higher than average rainfall.
I did not pass.
Would you roll a natural one?
Loads in a single piece of hail.
Well, you're still able to achieve your goal of getting around it and running off, but you feel its hand kind of land on your shoulder and start tightening.
Oh.
And you feel
Until you hear
very sharp claws kind of go across your shoulder
Oh
and
boy.
at your chest,
Also,
dealing you solid 6 damage
he's got the
of
danger
slashing.
eggs.
it's the Wendigo.
Oh shit!
Alrighty.
Or Wolverine.
But you're able to get away. It doesn't grasp on you, but it gets at you.
It gets
And
you
you're able to-
sliced.
Slashes.
He's slicing boys.
Bolt
They
it.
give you a very unfriendly handshake.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It sees you're able to see the campfire and stuff again.
Oh, good.
But
Are we all awake at this stage?
now it's your turn. So you're getting people out.
Yeah.
All right.
Take a pot and spoon.
This is
Just
not a
throwing
drill.
pots and pans at
Yeah,
everybody trying to wake them up.
Probably, I don't think I'll use message for this because it'd take too long.
Yeah, because you can only do one person at a time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think at this point you're just
Sure.
shouting
And
at us.
it's an action, right?
It's an action.
Yeah, I'd say
Y'all ain't gonna
it
sleep
would
because of me.
be the benefit of being quiet, but it would take several turns to wake everyone up.
Yeah. If shit wasn't
Mhm.
upon us, it might be functional. But
Yeah, I'd say if you're yelling or you're making sound, you'd be able to get everyone up in turn.
Yeah.
If you're trying to be quiet about it, I'd say you'd be able to like shake 2 or 3 people awake in the immediate area around you in your turn.
That will not work.
I think we'll go and just stir everybody up.
Okay. I'm going to say you're going to go around, be able to kind of make it to everyone. Everyone's waking up by the end of your turn. And it's going to roll around back to Jake. What you doing?
I'm gonna face toward the creature and just sort of move away from it, but trying to keep my eyes on it.
Okay. So this is after you bolted past it. You saw it.
Yeah.
You left it behind you.
Yeah.
You turn around and you don't see it anymore.
Oh fuck. I'm casting Shillelagh again, and I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Are you still walking backwards towards the
Yeah.
Somebody's
Okay.
about to get doinked in the knee.
Get kneecapped, scrub.
All right.
I don't know what you are, but I'm calling you Nancy Kerrigan.
Oh, no.
Pepper shaker, straight to the kneecap.
Oh, God, man.
It's pepper shaking. But all right, yeah. You don't see it again, but you have your shillelagh ready.
Shooken, starring Liam Neeson.
It's telling you hard.
Multiple
She's
Liam
out.
Neeson.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
How do you even?
You're
Liam
backing
Neeson
up.
starring opposite Liam
Yeah.
Neeson.
It's rolls back around, and everyone's kind of stirring awake. Is anyone doing anything immediately after being woken up?
I mean, I'm immediately just sort of like trying to center myself and get bearings on where everybody is and what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Imagine.
Kind of reaching for my short sword, making sure it's by my side.
Okay.
I'm trying to get.
I assume we haven't
and stop
completed.
blinking with both eyes separately.
Yeah.
I assume I haven't completed a long rest at this point.
Let's sync up, sync up.
Uh,
there we go.
Not yet.
Okay, that's fine.
So, do we know? Do we have? How did you wake us up, Dan? What did you say?
I don't know if you said anything. You didn't say that you said anything, but
I'm probably just gonna kind of just say there's danger.
As in surprise and alarm.
it's pretty easy to convey that you're being
Oh,
shaken awake in the middle of the
You
night.
mean like,
Everyone is.
Yeah,
So-
like that.
You're able to imagine that there's something going on.
Okay. Do we see him? Do we see
You see Jake.
Jake's character?
Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be able to see him. He's about 30 feet out of from the.
Fleeing hastily
Yeah, fire
towards
now.
the camp.
You see, yeah, you see
Oh God,
Jake
not the dreaded
out.
pepper shaker.
kind of like in the thick of the woods a little bit, holding his shillelagh with his back turned to you guys, walking backwards.
Do I see any sign of the thing that attacked him?
Give me a perception if you're going to search for it.
Is it too late?
I
to
just-
ask what a shillelagh is.
It's
an
a
ass whooping stick,
It's
basically.
a staff that has a spell cast on it for it to deal
To
more damage. It's
enchant
like
it
a
for damage.
buffed staff.
Gotcha.
12.
In this
well-
case, it's a club.
club
You
with
scan
fancy
around.
on it.
Yeah.
You don't really see anything. You see Jake's shoulder seems to not be all intact. What are you wearing?
Leather armor.
Leather armor. Okay, you see like kind of
Jake's shoulders
that
actually
shoulder strap is
partially knobbed
undone,
there.
kind of, and it's like pulled apart a little bit. It's not like totally
arm is just
mangled,
kind of like a
but
pork
it
sandwich.
not the way
clearly
it
was
was.
halfway
hit
through.
there by something.
It wasn't
Is
the way
there-
it was earlier.
Fire. We have a campfire going?
Yeah, you have a campfire going.
I want to mage hand one of the logs out of the fire.
Okay,
I'm going to move it over to Jake.
move it to Jake. Okay,
Yeah.
So you can.
it's a range of 30 feet, right?
Just so I can see. Maybe there's something. Like, I looked, I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
But obviously, Jake's got something, so I'll move a burning log
Okay.
over to Jake's area. to
There's
see
like
if
a
that-
light source heading out there now. Okay. I'll say that's the end of your turn, but you're able to get that out there. And you notice that there's light that's
Approaching
kinda-
from behind.
Yeah. See it getting brighter around you.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out real quick.
Mhm.
And see that it's a flying log. And
you
then,
see a flying, flaming
See a
log
log
heading at
flying at your head in the night after being assaulted from behind.
you. Yeah.
So yeah, then I'll just after I notice it's a log and it seems to be slowly advancing, I will.
So, yeah.
Somebody got me from behind. Now there's
I'll try to look up into the trees. I'll look all around.
So
I'm just
now I imagine my
trying to
music.
get a handle on whatever the hell that was.
hmm Okay. Is anyone else doing anything? Like, what are you doing there? Are you still waking up, you're saying? Or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on. Can I tell that he's hurt over there? Or that there's some sort of, combatant enemy near us.
Yeah, if you're spending your bit right after waking up looking around, and you're able to see, you see Kleez moving a log off that direction. You kind of track that. You see Jake over there, and you're able to see that his shoulder's a little bit mangled. And you determine that. And you know he was on watch because he volunteered for it. And everyone else is just kind of just waking up around you. That's what you're able to pick up on it.
I'm gonna go out and fight them immediately and just.
All right. Brandish your. What do you fight with, an axe or a sword?
I said axe when I was explaining the character, but I have myself marked with a great sword, and I think that was my original plan, so I'll just go with
Okay.
that.
Yeah, great sword works.
Yeah.
Pick up your great sword and run out there. Probably trying to meet him halfway at least. All right. Anyone else do anything? Sneak.
I'm just kind of quickly running from person to person, trying to make sure everybody's okay. If anybody's seen anything else,
Mm-hmm.
just telling everybody kind of stay here near the fire. Nobody approach.
Okay.
Group together, keep an eye out in all directions. Kind of just trying to calm everyone.
So you're going around doing that.
Yeah.
And see the guard with the spear earlier. He's already up, and he's like on the opposite end of the cart from you guys.
Okay.
That's where he's kind of standing out, looking out on that direction.
Okay. Good.
You're trying to get everyone else up. Everyone else is kind of waking up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get everybody kind of corralled in, close to the fire and close to the carriage and stuff to stay kind of in a safe group.
Okay. You do so. All right. Probably rolls back around to Jake at this point. You're backing up.
Mhm.
See the flaming log approaching you. And
Oh yeah.
you're continuing your pace back. So it's now on the other side of you. You see Braig. Did I say his name? Braig. See Braig running up with his sword drawn, coming at you. Not at you, but up to you.
Yeah. And I am glad for that.
Ah,
So I'll make my way over to him and I'll just say, I don't know what it is, but it's big, and I think it sees in the dark.
What do you? I'm half of those things.
Well, I'm the other half.
Only partially awake. Just
Yeah.
I'll shout back. I'll defrost my jaw, and then I will shout back to camp. Keep an eye on the carriage.
Okay. Does anyone? Are you guys all kind of staying around the campfire? Is anyone else running out to Jake, or are you waiting for him?
I'm
to come
kind
back?
of on the same side as him, but I'm closer to the campfire.
Okay.
What was your character's name there? Tharin? What was it?
Braig.
Braig.
The Brash.
Braig. That's right, Braig. I yell to him. I just yell, Barbarian! Draw him closer to the light so we can fight him.
How would I draw somebody?
I'm probably gonna be kind of on the other side.
Yeah, I see that you're kind of visibly confused. I just go, piss it off and head here.
I want to be on the other side of where danger is.
I guess what I'll do is I'll just creep out into the darker, away from the ring where you can see from the far.
Yeah, you're human, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just shout insults at its mom, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what you are, but your mom.
You're gonna start running out that direction then, the direction that he's running away from.
DM Joe.
Are you gonna be looking for it? Like,
clearly not.
Yeah.
are
No,
you
he's
gonna
had the
be
battle.
focusing
We've
more
already
on
lost the first
being
half of the
loud,
battle.
or are you focusing more on trying to like look for it?
I'm focusing more on trying to look for it.
Okay.
Do I know what I'm even... Has anybody explained what they saw, or is it...
It's
He
big
just said
and
it's-
it
He
can
just
see in
says
the
it's
dark.
big and it can see in the dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's enough for me to...
Everything.
And you
has-
could, I'm assuming you could also see that he has like 2 or 3 or 4 like
Yeah,
huge
3.
slash marks in his
Yeah.
shoulder.
It's like
all the
3
things that
cuts
we can
across
know.
So it's
have
obvious that
been
it has
explained.
claws. It's obvious, and he says it can see in the dark and it's
Yeah.
big.
It's got the
So
clouds.
I'm not automatically thinking supernatural is this character. I think it's like a fucking grizzly bear or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But still,
Just a hungry boy.
foggy sleep brain.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, you're running out there. You're having a hard time seeing anything, so I'm going to say you're probably listening for it. If you want to make a perception, see if you hear anything.
Does this fiery log help his eyeballs?
You want to roll
15.
15? Yeah. With that, you're able
Squint
to
those
hear.
eyeballs.
Yeah.
Squint those ears.
I have to close my eyes so I can hear better.
You hear
Isn't that how it works?
Kinda
Turn the radio down so I can
movement
see my, my
that seems
screen
very
turn
faint.
Right.
It's in the direction that you guys are, but just way off that way. Seems you're estimating close to like 60 to 100 feet away. Like, it seems to be getting more faint, like it's leaving.
Oh, well, whatever it is doesn't seem too interested in us, perhaps.
I'm not going to chase after it because that will get me separated from the party.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm only half stupid. So I'm just going to shout at it some more and see if I can try to get it
that's
to...
awake.
Yell at it.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you get those yells off, and then that'll be the end of your.
I am going to be a little bit spooked, though, and try to see if I can figure out if anything that's near me that I don't.
Okay.
Swing that broadsword 200 rows.
It's just helicopter.
Wait for it to hit something.
Hopefully not someone.
Is it a tree, or did it
Yeah.
move when I hit it?
Yeah, if you're helicoptering with a greatsword in a forest, probably gonna hit a tree.
Just mashing X over and over
If a
again.
barbarian swings his sword in the forest and there's no one around to get hit with it, does
Did
he
he
still
really?
score a kill?
Or did he swing it at all?
Or did
Yeah.
he swing it at all?
I swing therefore I am.
I could be taken a lot of ways, Joe.
Oh my.
Oh no, that's not what I meant.
You took it down a dark road.
I brought it in the context of a barbarian.
I mean, that can mean a lot of things. Right?
Anyway.
No, okay.
Let's get back to that campfire
You want to
Yeah.
know how I get this bear
So
skin?
where I want
you
to go
guys
back.
are all
Where I want to go back to sleep.
yeah. Because this was only about 2 hours into this next shift that that Rotham was doing. So you know there's enough time left in the night for you to still get a full rest in. But, yeah, you guys don't hear anything or don't see anything. You're back all gathered around the campfire.
Good. I like those sleepy sleeps.
CAMPFI.
I want those sleepy sleeps.
Is it safe to sleep here?
Perhaps we should start additional campfires around the outside edge of camp.
How many hours do we gotta go until we're
It'll
at
be
the town?
like the Amazon.
Huh?
What?
Just like the Amazon.
And we gotta kill the native. That's
Well, I
what
mean,
we're looking
not
around
big
here.
Hey,
campfires.
if it helps us sleep better,
I'm just thinking like for light around the edge of camp.
Yeah.
Just
small,
like
small campfires around the edge.
If the
of
fire
camp
is
so we
big
can
enough,
see
you
what's
can
around
see
us.
for days.
Okay.
Well, that's true. If we burn down the forest, nothing living in it is going to be able to
Oh yeah.
sneak up on us.
Mm-hmm.
True, absolutely.
How important is this forest anyway? This is a pre-industrial society. I mean, they got plenty of oxygen production.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a national forest.
It's not national. It's not a national forest.
We're
Just
not getting
trees.
dividends to protect this place.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I don't think carbon
Tharin-
sequestration is like a big
Or,
deal. Right
I'll tell everybody
Yeah.
that I'll resume watch and they can try to get some sleep.
Yeah. As Braig kind of rejoins the group, you imagine he'd pass on. Heard it moving away from you guys. Seems to have left the area.
I feel as though maybe you should seek some medical attention.
Well, that's perfectly fine. I'll just sit here for 10 minutes and I'll be fine.
I'm going back to
Because
sleep.
that's how short rests work.
I'm going back to sleep.
Okay.
I'm going to say it was probably just a raccoon, and then go back to the
A
same
raccoon.
level of
Big
deep
fucking
sleep that I
raccoon.
was in before.
Yeah. All right.
I'm going to, give me a second.
Who's taking watch next?
He's still on watch.
Oh, he's still on watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not it.
I'll speak to the guard briefly and just say it would probably be best if we were to start a few campfires out towards the edge and keep everyone close to the center, just in case.
I'm gonna say you guys kind of triangle. And
Yeah, kind of
So-
spread
yeah.
out, kind of strategically around the edges to kind of keep everybody corralled.
be able to
in.
find little clearings that you're not worried about it open burning. All right. Keep it well lit. Night passes through.
Shit is lit.
You don't notice anything else other than your peripherals. And the sun starts coming out.
Good.
Everyone gains their long rest.
Good.
I'll use some druid craft to snuff out the fire.
All right.
I will start the day by casting my mage armor.
You took druid craft.
Well, I was given druid craft by my master.
Oh, okay.
And Shillelagh.
Huh.
The fiend, I mean the perfectly wonderful creature
Benevolent.
yes, the benevolent, wonderful celestial being that I
So that thing that came in the night wasn't so much like a random intruder, so much as like a
Bigfoot.
supervisor. It came in to remind you to do your damn
It's
job.
middle management.
It's middle management.
Yeah.
Hey, we've been fucking shit up enough.
Don't screw with the peasants.
Yeah.
Stop slacking.
Ah!
Anyone doing
See
anything
you
in the
watching
morning
YouTube.
now that the sun's up and all that?
Well, I think it might be worth doing a couple of survival checks out where that thing was last.
Okay.
See if we can track it down. Jesus Christ. I assume 8 doesn't do it.
You know the area that you're in, that you were standing at.
If you can take me
So-
back to it, I could try and investigate.
Yeah,
that
you
would
can
be
do it.
useful.
You're at least able to know where you were standing, so you know pretty much exactly where to look because you know where it was standing, and you can see kind of a lot of impressions
reroll
on the ground, right where you were.
That's a-
You can kind of retrace where you were standing. You see
That's a good one.
like
to stick with someone else.
the grass and moss and things broken, the tracks that you left. And you notice that where it was standing are considerably larger, feet size or whatever. Apparently it's definitely bipedal.
It's a big.
You can't really tell where it went, but you see where it was standing.
Excellent. I'll go ahead and I'll sweep away some leaves and point out the impression for others to see.
If I could attempt to just investigate and probably judge a direction, I think would
Okay.
be all I'm going for.
Yeah.
Can I do a nature check to see if I can figure out what
Yeah.
it was?
Yeah.
18 on the investigation.
Okay. You're able to tell So what exactly are you trying to...
I'm mostly just trying to determine like a direction, like if it's moving through an area, it has to like push stuff in a certain way, like bent limbs or something like that.
Mhm.
Do the feet appear to be pointed in a direction? You know.
Yeah. It's kind of more of a survival, but I'll let it.
Okay, that's totally fair.
Yeah.
If you want it to be survival instead, it's 14.
If you're, I mean, you could use it in the way of like trying to, like if you're looking for things that are odd about how it moved, like if it broke a lot of branches or things, if it was careless, you can get that kind of information.
Okay.
You don't see anything really torn up, or you don't see like any limbs hanging down or whatever. It appears to be careful or knowledgeable or aware enough to duck by. And based on the height that he explained that this thing should have been,
It's a gentle
it
boy.
definitely was tall enough that it could have broken a lot of these bigger branches and things if it was moving.
So he's
high speed.
moving gently through the forest.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't leaving a big disturbance.
Okay.
And what did you say you were looking for?
I just did a nature check to see if I can figure out what it was.
Nature check to see what it was. Okay.
Only got a 7 though, so.
Okay. Yeah, you're not really able to get a whole lot, other than. Are you trained in nature?
A little bit. I get a +3.
You is it like one of your selected skills?
Yeah.
It is. Okay. I'm gonna say you can go off of the
that's true.
cut that he has in him. You're able to use that and the tracks that were pointed out to you. And you're not really able to tell what it is, but you can tell it's not something like you can tell it's not like a bear or something. You feel like you'd be pretty confident if it was some normal like nature type animal thing. But you kind of have that ruled out. It doesn't look like that. I feel like that would really be
A little bit more weary of something that's not more supernatural, kind of.
Yeah. It's not normal wildlife. Is about all you're able to get out of that. Anyone else doing anything?
I suppose I'll do a nature check to see if there's any lore I've learned on my travels.
Okay.
I doubt I'll do well at it, but you know what? Let's try this one.
You know.
Not rolling hot.
Yeah,
You found it.
that's a nice solid 8.
I saw it. Are you asking anyone any questions on this, or are you just trying to do this kind of internal, or
Yeah,
just striking up conversation with anyone?
I'm just trying to recall anything I might have learned.
Off the top of your head, it's kind of common-ish knowledge on the area that people think that there's a lot of not supernatural, but a lot of kind of interesting things happen in this forest. It's one of the bigger forests on the continent, and it's also on the edge of Bentiel, which is kind of like the Fey equivalent on this continent. Like that's where most of the gnomes and elves and things are. A lot of the more crazy creatures, kind of not so much this part of the forest, but it's connected. So it's not unheard of that maybe something wandered from a more
A spooky place to this one.
yeah, it's all connected. That's about all you can think of. You don't know anything of the area in particular. You can't think of any names, but that's about it. Anyone else doing anything?
Having breakfast.
Have breakfast. Okay.
Breakfast is good.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have plenty of rations. You're able to cook up breakfast, use your campfire, stoke it a bit.
Yeah.
You're ready to head out on your second day.
What I do? After you guys are done looking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that was the creature that broke that wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Drop the elbow in it.
Yeah, we need to
The
find
people's
it.
elbow.
Yeah, the rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You don't.
I think we need to find it and get rid of it.
The creature appears.
You can't.
Do
You
smell
don't. You
what's
didn't find the
cooking?
direction it went,
Do
right?
you smell?
No.
Creatures.
Never send a lesser caster to do a wizard's job. I'll go look at the footprints and see if I can track which direction it went.
I'll use Druidcraft to make him smell like a skunk.
I use prestidigitation to make him smell like pepper.
Okay.
It's important to keep everything.
Because those are
even.
equal in mine.
What was that? Was that a nature or a survival?
A survival. You got a Febreze battle going on.
21.
I wish.
21?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you're
be tolerable, at least.
looking at these tracks, and they're not super blatant, but you're able to still key in on where they are. And, based off of the height of this thing, you're kind of able to estimate its pace, length, and all that. And also keying off of the information that he probably gave you on where he heard the sound of something moving. It seems like it ran, if this is the path that you guys are on from your starting town to where you're trying to go, and you guys are here, it seems like it ran off that way, slightly kind of away from the road, but slightly towards.
Okay. It took me a minute to realize that you were showing us a flat image this way and not a... Because it went up in the air?
No, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it went diagonally off the road in the direction we were traveling, or opposite the direction we were
Direction you guys are traveling.
Well, the path it took us over here in the woods, and I used my minor illusion cantrip to flash a giant arrow in the sky pointing in the direction that it went.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem to be following any path, but it's moving
off in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to follow it?
Or do we continue on with our original...
You're pretty keyed in on the direction it went, but you can also, with a 21, that's pretty strong.
I'm very keen to learn more about this creature before we destroy it. Aren't you?
Or destroys us.
No.
Yeah, whichever.
Coward.
I won't deny that.
You're not wrong.
Why is Stream Elements reminding us that we're live?
Yeah.
Good job, Stream Elements.
Smash your gems.
That's peculiar.
In his free time,
That's
Jim
more
likes to
votes in
make
favor
homemade
of just
candles
staying on the
and
road
horses
and
and
turn
battery
instead of
Yeah.
going off.
Yeah.
This thing,
Stream still said it's been running. We just hit 2 hours, so...
Yay.
I don't know. What are we going to do if we track this thing down?
We're gonna become friends!
How much fighting against it did you do?
Did I do?
Yeah, how much fighting did you do against it?
Not a lot.
How much fighting did it do against you?
More than not a lot.
Well, I wouldn't call it a fight so much as it clawed me.
Just a hug. Just a small hug.
An aggressive hug
Yes.
from behind.
See now, if I could have seen a nice place for me to smack it with a stick, I would have done exactly that.
Oh, obviously, of course.
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. It was
Yes,
difficult to see in
obviously.
there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Think of the money. Think of the fame.
I do like those things.
Renown is also a great currency.
I'm assuming we're kind of walking along the path of the road, or are we still standing in camp?
We're still standing there.
Yeah.
I start
kind of gearing up.
just walking towards the direction that we're supposed to be traveling, and as I pass between these two, I just kind of quietly say, perhaps you should both try and train it and tame the beast, and just keep on walking.
All right.
I think he's leaving us.
Yeah.
Yes, that seems like a great idea. We should capture and tame the beast.
You guys kind of made it sound like you were going to be staying on the road, and both of the other people with you were like, yeah, I definitely don't want to run off in the forest and leave our cart behind.
No, absolutely not. I think the guard and the
they're
carriage
kind of gearing up to
the carriage driver should continue onwards toward town. We'll take some supplies and we'll investigate the forest a bit.
He's really insistent on this forest thing, guys. I think we should do it.
Up to you guys.
And, worst thing comes to worse, I'll just hide, and I'll go stand along the tree line, and I'll clap my hands together and use minor illusion to make it look like I'm a broken tree trunk or something.
Yeah.
I simply keep walking and yell,
I'm
less
down.
talking, more walking.
I'm down for hiding also.
What do you guys?
Except I can't.
Jake's wanting everyone to go into the forest, and sounds like Saami is wanting to go down the road.
I
You
think
have a
you're
great
in the
distance
minority
to
now.
travel today.
You guys
There's
take
no-
a vote. You guys get a vote together with you and the NPCs.
I'm not going further into the forest without proper backup. It's a death sentence.
Should we go to the town and make sure the town's still in place and then come back here and try and track it?
That sounds like a fine idea.
All right, we'll do that. We'll go catch up, and I'll get up on the wagon.
Okay. You guys are. Someone's going back to the town.
Well, we're going
forward.
Forwards to the
our
town.
destination.
Oh,
To
okay,
Belrin.
okay.
Mhm. We hit resume course.
Yes.
Mhm.
For now.
All right. You guys head out then.
I'm
This whole time
definitely,
that you guys were kind of talking, deciding that the other two people were still definitely wanting to go, so they're gearing up the horse and all that. So it's pretty much ready to ride when you guys decide.
Let's go.
I am a mage arboring myself.
Okay. Yeah, you guys head out.
Yeah.
Start on the road again. You come across another river about midday, and it's pretty similar, has a similar channel. This one's a little bit less intense, but it's a lot wider. And
Also,
Like-
it's worth 2 hours.
oh, okay, might be a good stopping part for want to do a standard 4 episodes.
It's break time?
Yeah.
It's time.
Okay, so if you people out there on the internets are still watching us and you're on Twitch, we'll be back in a few minutes. If you're still watching us and we're on YouTube, we'll be back in a few days. If you're still watching us and we're on some unknown future internet service,
Report it to us because somebody's pirating our shit.
yeah, really, tell us.
They're gonna get a
Email
thumping.
us at getfucked from the Defenders of Kobold at defendersofkobold.biz.
Yes.
Dot
It may,
.ca.
maybe it'll exist by then.
Maybe. Who knows?
Go.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
That's a good non-extradition country.
so until we see you again, start fires,
UK.
do drugs, and tip your bartenders. Deuces.